All right, from 1 to 10, how racist are you? Let's get into it.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm gonna say if you live in America and you were born here and you're grown up and you're 50.
He got the Pyru priest clothes on and Love is Love rainbow flag. So I'm hoping that he doesn't say some bull right now.
Plus, good luck if you're below 5.
How racist are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Racist? Oh my god.
Be honest.
I give myself a cool, if I'm being completely honest, 0, because everybody deserves equal opportunities and fair judgment. Don't judge a book by its cover, judge it by the contents of the book. You feel me? See, that's how we all should be.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd like to say 10, but
What? Bro, this Amy Schumer looking bitch just says she like to say a 10? No hezzy straight out the gate?
I think being white, I can't say that.
Yeah. So, okay, no, 10 means like super racist.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
She knew what that shit meant, bro.
Everybody equally.
How racist are you?
0.
0.
I'm not gonna lie, if anybody could come on this and confidently like say something 7 or up, that's crazy. That's insane.
The type of family I come from, the type of people I'm around a diverse, family, people and things like that. So
yeah, she got the
Not
Jason.
racist at all.
She had the Jason Voorhees on. Jason Voorhees shirt, matching hat. Ain't no way she racist, bruh.
Okay.
Racist.
Oh,
Diverse, family, people and things like that. So no.
Not racist at all.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say so.
How racist are you?
Between a 3 and 4 of
Okay.
Racist.
I would say 4.
A 4 just because I think that there are things that I'm ignorant to, so it's not that I sit here to be racist, but I think that there's just things that I still need to learn.
That's not what racist
Definitely
means.
feel like I could have better thoughts, like the initial thoughts, and like try to unlearn a lot of things. So
Yeah, so she sees me walking down the street, black man, dreads, tattoos. She's like, oh, I know what he is. He's a thug. I know what he is. She sees a nigga with grills in his mouth, a do-rag on, chain, automatically think he's a rapper. He like watermelon, fried chicken, and grape flavored soda and Kool-Aid. Off the bat, already doesn't like. You can tell by her smirk. She trying to do this little upside down, ugly smile and shit, bruh.
I'm a 1 due to accidental racism.
Now, give me an example of accidental racism.
I'm Filipino, and sometimes I will mistake some people for like different Asian races.
For me, because I'm Asian,
That's okay, not even racist, because, I mean, he's Filipino, right? You can't just assume or know what anybody is. Like, yeah, you can look at, like, different features and stuff, but, like, I'm telling you, if you put someone that's Vietnamese, Filipino, from Mongolia, Mongolian, Chinese, Japanese, Thailand, Korea, you're not going to get all of them right.
I definitely will acknowledge, like, there are times where I'm like, damn, like, my people really be doing this.
Growing up in like an Asian household, it's more like we discriminate against each other.
Bro,
It was always
yeah, they
just
should
like,
definitely
oh,
get their
yeah,
parents.
you know,
If you get an Asian motherfucker parents,
you're like cheap with like money, but you have money.
Hate!
Korean.
hate everybody.
Be someone that's
except white people. Asian
kind of like
Asian parents love white dudes, white people, because they think they're like the savior, saving grace or whatever. They done overly colonized. Asians got way too gentrified. The French did hundreds of years of detrimental damage to the Asian community.
Self above everyone else, super stuck up.
In my Vietnamese household, I feel like Vietnamese people, they're a little bit more judgy, and so everywhere you go, there'd be things like they would point out, and so that's why I started noticing that too.
Well, sometimes I'm making joke of myself as being
She's definitely racist.
Asian. I can do this, right? Something there was some bad driver I see. I'm just saying. I think she is a female Asian driver. I can say because myself is that.
Yeah, you can say that.
You want a scale from 1 to 10?
Towards my own race, probably like a 5.
Who's your own race?
I'm Asian and white, so those are the two races I usually pick on.
I'm Latinx. I was born in Mexico. Like sometimes I meet other Latinx people and they tell me like, you know, some situation. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's such a Mexican thing.
How racist are you on a scale
That's
of 1
not
to 10?
racist. I'm ready to hear somebody call somebody a cotton picking.
What's your number?
Subconsciously, I want to say 1.
I mean, I would say like a 1.
1.
Probably like 1.5.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
1.
You're confident in that number?
Yes.
I feel like saying 1 is almost ignorant of all the unconscious biases that I probably carry.
Yeah,
So
but if you're a 1, you could say you're...
I try to actively work to be a 1.
1, ideally. 1.
Ideally.
Hopefully
but what
not
about
anything more.
Actually,
Probably around that 2.
How racist are you?
Probably 2. My mom was pretty.
I thought he was about to say like
broad-minded,
a
and she made us
8.
Broad-minded. We had plenty of contact with everybody. There was Hispanics and colored people and.
All right, let me stop this right here. He just said there were a bunch of Hispanics and colored people. My boy, we are in the decade of 2020. What the f? We're in the 21st century and you're calling us colored? Hispanic people are colored. Oh my God. Oh my God, this hasn't updated his system software since 1950.
Oriental people. and
Oriental, bro, this is a 8.5. Holy, you don't refer to people like this no more. Grandpa, this is not World War I no more. You don't call these people that.
The words are all changed now, so everyone gets pissed about their little things.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I hope I'm not a 10. I feel like that's a question for other people, not for me.
Have you ever said or done something racist?
Most definitely.
I'm sure I have. Like, microaggressions are a part of life, and
Explain that to me. What's a micro?
I mean, just saying things that you don't understand in the moment that can be harmful or hurtful or, perpetuate stereotypes.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
Maybe just like move to the other side of the room when I see someone, or just like have like a racist thought in my head and I'm just like, oh, why did I think that,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
Factually, Black people do not have the structural power in the United States to.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Shut that shit up!
Be racist.
Racism comes from people in power in a position to have authority against those
Man, these
that do not
hotep
have
black
power.
people, bruh.
Someone who identifies with the minority community, it is not possible for me to be racist.
Yes,
so I
it
believe
is.
that to an extent.
I mean, is it racist to be racist to racist?
I actually don't believe that Black people can be racist.
I don't know, bro. There's still a couple of hesitant moments around white people especially. I'm predicting how their behavior will be because of the color of their skin, which is definitely racist. But it's a reaction. It's a reaction rather than I hate those people. It's I hate that those people probably hate me. So. Yeah.
Because I grew up around a lot of Latinos and Blacks, and they always told me, they were all like, yeah, white people's the enemy, and we should avoid them, and I always just had that kind of mindset,
I realized that. But at some point, you just got to sit at the table and realize that everybody has some good to them, and just have peace, love, and positivity toward everybody, bro. You got to be able to fuck with everybody. Some people just hate Mexicans for some reason, but I mean, beyond that, just show the love, bro. I love everybody, bro. I love everybody, man.
That the anger was hurting me more than anyone else around me, so it just took a lot of self-reflecting, figuring out where that anger was coming from, and then, just learning to control it better.
There are natural biases, especially when, you are a person of color, because you, in essence, want to protect yourself, and there's a lot of things that have happened to you and people you know.
But I would say that I feel like I am very biased sometimes, or that I group people and I kind of go along with stereotypes.
A Black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A Black person could be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced and hurt somebody, so I have to be aware of that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
I'm gonna go with a 4, just because of ingrained shit. Lived in a small town, moved to the big city, and learned a lot. So.
How racist are you?
Maybe a 5?
I feel like 5 is a safe number for anyone to start at, and then you can work yourself.
I think that everyone's really, really biased,
So I'd probably say 5 or 6.
I think we're all racist, given the society we live in and the way racism is ingrained in us.
There's a lot of shit that I learned consciously and subconsciously that takes a while to know that is happening and then a while to really undo what's happening.
I was raised by like Catholic white parents. I can't help that, like as a
Oh
child.
yeah, she's racist as she's racist as if it ain't white, it ain't right. The only pure I know is pure white. Damn it, boy!
I learned certain things that like now living in a very progressive city, I would like highly disagree with.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
I used to work retail, and my managers on the walkie would like tell me to customer service certain people, like on the walkie.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, my old boss at my old retail job did the same shit to me. Bro, look, let me lay it down for you, right? There's a group of black people, they have COVID masks on. It's around that time. My manager tells me to go check on them to make sure that everything was good. I'm like, okay, cool. In his head, he's thinking that they're probably trying to steal. Obviously, that's why he sent me over there. And then he was like, hey, do you know those guys? Like, what?
Like their descriptions were just like, just cringe. Like.
And you like participated?
Yeah. Once.
Damn, she
On a
sounded
scale of 1 to 10,
ashamed.
how racist
Feel
are
bad
you?
for her.
The furthest negative that you could possibly believe in.
I don't think I'm racist at all.
I'm gonna go for 0, but I do think sometimes, like, if we're not aware, casual racism occurs.
So I don't really notice people's color or really hold any judgment.
Some people just like have like a culture and like a way of thinking where they don't realize they're playing into like stereotypes.
I think a lot of people have some type of like internalized racism, so I don't think anyone is really like a 0.
How racist are you?
Intentionally racist, I would say 0. There have been moments where I've said something ignorant and it was corrected. One of my friends at the time was like Egyptian, and I like made an assumption that like one of her gods were a cat. She just didn't respond well to that.
I feel like you should reevaluate your number, maybe.
Oh no.
How racist are you?
Man, that shit not even racist. They worship dogs and cats and shit. The Anubis, the pharaohs and all that shit. Man, come on, bruh. That shit not racist.
Try my best to be close to the 1-2 range. Sometimes stereotypes will pop up in my head. That used to make me feel really guilty that I like would think these stereotypes. But then I learned that like being anti-racist isn't just like not having any prejudices. It's in fact recognizing when they pop up and dismissing them and knowing like that isn't true, that's just a stereotype, that's just a prejudice.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how racist are you?
But I think everyone has that internalized biases, so I'd say I'm maybe a 2.
Maybe a 2 or 3. 3.
I will give myself a 3.
A 3, because I'm not active
Bro,
enough.
I'm just waiting for somebody to
Wherever
jump
you
out the
grew up,
gate and say like
kind of-
8.
I'm not gonna say like you can't help it, but you're kind of fed things when you're little.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
And I recognize that I am a white person and I have a lot of white privilege, and I've benefited a lot in my career and in the world from the color of my skin. And I can't say that I haven't like at some points enjoyed reaping the rewards of the colors of my skin.
Growing up in a small town that was predominantly white, I think there's a lot of unconscious bias to be mitigated, and caring more about seeming like you're a bad person rather than just like genuinely being a good person, whether you get credit for that or not.
What's the most racist thing you've done?
I don't know if it's like me being racist, but it's like me being in the face of racism and being racist back. So I was in Turkey in 2020 during like China virus, and people wouldn't let me on public transportation because they thought I was Chinese, so I would just tell them I'm Korean. I would just pick a different race whenever. Like, I was like, konnichiwa, I'm Japanese, and they'd be like, all right, come on in, you know? So,
You were playing on their racism.
yeah.
What's the most racist thing that's happened to you?
I've been called a wetback.
Flat out been called the N-word.
How'd that make you feel?
Hurts, you know? Just to be judged immediately off of the color of my skin.
Like when I was a kid, like the neighbors used to not play with me because I was black, and they would play with my brother because he was light skinned.
What can people do to dismantle their own racism?
That's a personal journey. As a black man, I'm not here to educate you, but there's plenty of resources out there. I always say look inward in moments where you feel uncomfortable, lean into that. Ask yourself.
Man, that disappointed me, bruh. Anyways, from 1 to 10, how racist are you? Keep it 100. I'm thinking that somebody gonna come in this bitch say, oh yeah, I'm racist as fuck, boy. But it don't matter. Alright, check out the stream, link in the description. Check out all the other socials, Eve St. Lair, everything. Appreciate y'all for watching the video, man.